Zealand Stitch Bird. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new, please subscribe. I have a video normally once a week or once every couple of weeks. I chat about some of my latest makes and things I've learnt along the way about particular patterns and reviews. So it's all about sewing things for heading into the winter season, although however I try and make things that are a little bit trend seasonal that I can layer all year round. Speaking first about the top that I have on, this is the oversized sweater. I bought the pattern from Etsy. One of my subscribers, I put it out there, what should I do for my bands? So I went with the matching band around the neck, and you can't see the band on the bottom, but then I did the contrasting bands on the sleeve. So thanks, Kim. I think it's worked really well. I'm really wrapped with it, and I'll put some full-length pics in there of me wearing it. Again, I have kind of modified the pattern a wee bit because it's supposed to be all in stretch knit. The sleeves are actually in a polyester, and this is from Harold's fabric store in Christchurch, New Zealand. This was from my stash, and I got the ribbing from Harold's as well. Sort of picks out the blue and the leopard print, and it's all about the leopard print at the moment, isn't it? Anyway, I've been cutting out things because I don't enjoy cutting out. It's one of the things that I find, you know, I really like the sewing part. So what I've decided to do is to cut out a few projects so that when I have my days off, I can just come in and sew. I don't need to worry about cutting any of the interfacing, doing any of the markings. That's all done, ready to go. So yesterday, I cut out a Bestie bag, I think so you say it. Blackbird fabrics. I've already made a denim one, and this one, and I'll grab it here, is made in a red corduroy, and I wasn't planning to make it, but I was so excited because I cut it out. I just went ahead and made it. So here it is. The colour is just gorgeous. I've matched the zip. So the zip is, I actually had to purchase an open end zip because we just don't have great supplies of that kind of stuff here in New Zealand. And when I stitched it, I just cut the open end part off. I've added a little dangly zipper charm. I've done matching webbing for the handles, which I was lucky enough to get from Spotlight. I sort of was thinking I was going to have to do the corduroy handle, but managed to get that, so that was handy. Inside the bag we have some gorgeous Liberty fabric, and I think this is a good way to use Liberty fabrics because they are very expensive, although I think Spotlight's got some now, and this one I did get on a discounted rate. So I've done the version that's got all the pockets. So I've got the two little pockets in there with the seam down the middle. I've got the main pocket, and I've put a Kylie in the Machine little label on there. It says, I've got my glasses on, I think it says something sewist. You better pick it up on camera, hopefully. And then I've got another label, and I'm not sure where this one came from there. I think this is from Spotlight, and it says sew all the things. So I've put Vilene in it to give it a bit of oomph, and I've got the version, I didn't do the pleated version which I did previous one because of the thickness of the fabric. I've got my slide with my strap loose. I like this idea so you can wear it crossbody, or if you want to make a more of a shoulder bag style, you can do that. The reason why I am enjoying the Bestie bag is this is a great size. It fits everything in it, from my small wallet to my cell phone, a little small makeup bag, and I find that I can easily find things in here by using the inside pockets. The other thing is it's really lightweight, and I've still got a bit of a shoulder problem. So this being lightweight, I'm only really carrying the contents, you know, the weight of the contents in there. So it really makes a difference. So really enjoying the fact that I can have some different coloured bags because I get a bit bored. So it's quite cool to be able to have different bags for different outfits. add a pop of colour. I've just ordered some really amazing, and it hasn't arrived yet, leopard print quilted fabric. So I want to make one in that, and I think it's going to look awesome. I ordered that from Jones Fine Fabrics in the North Island, so I'm looking forward to that arriving and getting that one cut out. So once you've made one of these, they are really super quick to put together. So I just decided, I had a couple of hours yesterday, why not just sew it up? So there went my plan about cutting things out and having them ready to go. I cut it out, then I couldn't wait to make it up. Anyway, I have cut some other things out, and I have got some other sewing plans. The first one, and I'm sorry about the rustling on the camera, I've actually put them in little bags so that they're ready to go. So this one is the Maison Fauve Gilet Pom Pom, which is basically a waistcoat. I've made this before, I've made it in navy, but I got this gorgeous cord, and it's from Germany actually, from Harold's. So it's a wee bit of a mess actually, the little bits have gone everywhere, but I just really like the colour. And I've just got some really funky lining to go inside. So I've cut out all my pieces, I've done all my stabilising, violin, interfacing, whatever you call it. So that one's actually all ready to go, and it's quite an involved make because there's quite a lot of burritoing going on in that one, which is cool because you just end up having to just sew the side seam close. I think that one I've made in a size 18, and I've made it, I could probably go down a size, but I've made it a wee bit bigger because I know a lot of people just wear the vest on its own. But this one in particular, I'll be wearing it over something, so I just wanted a bit of room. So that's that one. The next one is McCall's, yes, another big 4 pattern, 7838, and I'm going to be making View C. This is this one here with the real voluminous, if I can't even say that word, voluminous sleeves. So yeah, I just think this is really cool. I am a bit horrified at the size that I need to make. I need to make a size 22 because I looked at the pattern pieces and the size, or the finished size on it, looks not that roomy, and I don't want it super tight. So I've gone up a size. I normally in big 4 make about a size 20, but I sort of get the feeling, even though it looks quite loose on her, according to all the measurements, it's not. So it's going to be really interesting. Now the fabric I've chosen is a piece from my stash, and it's red, because I like the colour red, and it's got this self stripe on it. It's not a heavyweight fabric, so I think it's got enough stability, but also not too heavy for that shirt. Now, I broke through a few rules with this one. I thought it was really odd, but the stripes went down the roll, so it meant that I was going to have the stripes going across, and that's not really me. So I went across the grain, and I've got the stripes going down for the front, the back, and the top part of the sleeve. And I think also, I'm not sure, I think also the fullness part too I've got going down, but the cuffs I've got going the other way, the collar I've got going long ways, which is the correct grain. So it's going to be interesting to see what this turns out like, and I will show you good, bad or otherwise in the fit of it. It's going to be really interesting actually. It's not a huge make, but being the fact that it is a shirt, there is a bit more work in regards to the collar and things like that. So we'll see how we go. I really do love the sleeves. That is my main attraction to this pattern. There are 3 other views. There's one with a short puff sleeve. There's one that's got just an ordinary gathered head sleeve. And then this one down the bottom is basically that, but without the cuff. And they've put little bow detail around the top where it hits the top of the sleeve. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So that one's all ready to go as well, and these ones I've got in baskets ready to go. Now the next one, I had to do a little bit of research on this one because I just realised looking in my stash I didn't have a raglan woven, and I thought, well, is there many raglan wovens? Anyway, I came across this one called Sew House 7, and this is a Remy raglan top. Right, I've decided to do the curvy version because it's going to give you a wee bit more of my bust. I've just had a quick flick through this, and I don't think there's cup sizes. There's a choice of doing the regular fit or the curvy fit, so I've gone for the curvy fit. And the fabric that I've chosen, they recommend linen, but you know, I always break the rules. I've gone for this piece for my stash. It was from Draper's Fabrics, and it's coming up quite dark on camera, but it's more of a royal blue, and inside these little diamonds, these little red sort of decorations, flowers. So this is actually a viscose rayon, so it's going to be kind of more a floaty top. But what I really wanted a woven raglan one for was I want to be able to put some rickrack around the seam where the raglan is. So I thought this actually pairs really well with this material. So I thought I'll try this out because it's actually from my stash and I really haven't known what to do with this fabric. So I thought I'd give this pattern a go and just see how it goes with this, and just add this little bit of, and look, this is going to go awesome with my new bag, this fabric and my bag and the red trim. It's all going to go together great. So that's the great thing about making bags, is that you can mix and match everything to go together. So that's my cutout plans at the moment, but I do have a number of other sewing plans. I've just bought some fruity fabric for the Sew Fruity coming up, and I've bought a new pattern for that, and I'll talk to you about that next week because that one is a real detailed one. And I've also got some more of that beautiful sort of mid blue cotton drill, and I either want to make another pinafore or a skirt, I can't decide. I've also bought some leopard print needle cord to make the pinafore that I made the other week, and a lot happening, but just one step at a time. And I'm about to cut another dress out this afternoon, which is another big 4 pattern, so I might get that cut out and then start sewing some of these things up. Well, that was quite a bit this week. Hopefully I can get some of those things done before next week to show you how I got on, especially that red shirt. Now that's going to be really interesting to see how that fits. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and until next week, bye now.